Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a good day. We're going to be playing the Swordsman on the first map, and let's dive straight into it. So, I'm going to address the first thing first. I got a new phone, and we had to restart. That's really all there is to it. I wish this could have been prevented. I said we're going to be doing cleric mix, but that's just not something that's on the list of possible anymore. Well, I mean, it is possible. But it's not feasible. So today we're just going to be restarting. We're going to pretend like this mishap never happened and continue about with our lives. The good news is I believe we can get back to where we were, which took about, I don't know, I think I did like 5 runs before I started doing the series. Should not take any time whatsoever to get back to where we were. So that's 15, 12 videos, so I'm going to try to get it done in like 5. But as I said, got a new phone. Been waiting for over a week. Super excited. Well, I was super excited until it got here, and then I had to re-log into everything. It was just a big mess. But everything should be in working order now. Should be. The quality, at least from my end, definitely looks higher. I tried doing a couple tests, and it sounds like the audio quality is also much higher without those pops and cracks. Yeah. Super exciting stuff once we make it through this initial period. But hopefully starting this fresh save, maybe someone will get something out of it. I don't miss the early game of this. I also don't miss the Swordsman. But I did say we were going to do a Swordsman run, and here we are. It's here. Area and range versus damage. I'm just going to take flat damage for now. I would love to take the damage over the area and range. But just looking at this miserable attack range, we may have to take at least a level or 2, maybe 2 levels of each. Not sure. One or the other. So in the early game, because if you noticed in my other save, the only thing that I had maxed was pickup range. And then I never took a level of pickup range. I feel like that's kind of the sweet spot for pickup range, is what you get when you max it out. Because right now, I'm killing things super close to me, but I am just not picking up anything. I'm having to circle around the enemies, and just kind of what I call circle kiting them, so that I can just pick up the experience on the second loop as I kill them around it. Which is a pretty good strategy, just to get the XP in the early game. Attack speed and crit chance. Yes, I will take attack speed and crit chance. So we're just going to basically be cutting most enemies just in a gigantic circle. We don't have any items unlocked, so those base stats that I kept talking about that I was too used to, turns out I really was just too used to having those. But it won't take any time at all to re-unlock the, there we go, done with that. We're definitely going to take Astronomer's Orbs here, because everything is going to be close to me, because I can't hit anything. Dodge these. There we go. I don't need Force, so I'm just going to take Base Defense. Oh, there was also something big I wanted to talk about in the first few minutes of this recording. I was today years old, when apparently this is a new thing that they've done, but apparently there's 2 different versions of Halls of Torment and Nightfall. There's the, what they've created is a freemium version with a bunch of advertisements, and they want you to buy a bunch of packs. I'm gonna take Defense and Regen for the other dedication. Y'all know I love my Regen. I am not playing on that free-to-play version. I am playing on the $6 Halls of Torment version, or it's called Halls of Torment Premium. I really want the damage, but I really need to not die. Because I still have to go get the scroll, then we have to go do the blood path, because I'm going to try to do this super early, so I don't have to do 2 runs. But I am playing on the $6 version, not the freemium version. I thought I needed to make that clear now that I knew that it was a thing. I might give it a try, but I'm not sold on the idea of it yet. Also, this guy is going to absolutely wreck me because I do not have any stats at all. I'm gonna try to run him through the fire, which is something you can do early. The fire does damage at the very least. Lightning strikes would probably be as beneficial here as the Astronomer Orbs. So in this super level of early game where you have absolutely nothing unlocked, you can take either or. I think they're both pretty good. The Astronomer Orbs are probably just better at clearing more trash, whereas I think the Lightning Strikes would be doing more damage to this boss. There we go. I'm going to take the move speed here just so I can outrun this dude a little bit easier. If I even had 10% movement speed from anything, I would be using that instead, but I don't, so I can't. But really, getting the trails shouldn't be difficult this time around, because on the first run, all you have to do is survive, and then you have to survive, and then, okay, I'm gonna take the damage. No, I'm gonna take the regen still. Other than bosses, I still seem to be killing things, and I'll have plenty of time to take damage later. But right now, I need to live. Usually it's the other way around, where I want damage and then to live. But things get swapped at some point. But all I have to do is go get this scroll after I kill this guy. And I'm gonna buff my orbs. Yeah, I have to kill this guy, and then I just have to get the scroll. And then I'm gonna go do the bloodstream thing. Well, this is taking expertly longer than I thought it would, but I think we're getting somewhere. Gonna take the regen and defense. This guy should be almost dead at this point. Yes. So there we go. It keeps him down. Now we're gonna get an actual item for our trouble. Gonna take a hit here. Nothing I can really do about that. Gotta go back around to get this chest. There we go. Let's see. Gonna take the defense and health here, and hopefully that'll help me stat check some of the damage on my way to being able to do damage, because now, as you can see, there are hordes following me, and that's not a good sign. That is a sign that my DPS is not up to par. I want to kill it, but I also want to go see if I can get lightning strikes or something equally helpful. A fun fact is if there's a horde of enemies, speed and range versus space crit chance. I don't really want the range. I'm gonna take the pickup range. Okay. Getting somewhere. If you outrun a horde, it will just appear on the other side of the screen. So it's not really that big of a deal if you just run from enemies. But you will get overall less XP because I think there's a certain amount that will spawn and then they stop spawning. If I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments. But I believe that that's how it works. I am on a never-ending fight with these elites, it seems. They're just spawning as quickly as I kill them, which I guess is the intended first one. Didn't see that skeleton that whacked me. I'm gonna go try to get this ability down here for damage. I'm gonna try to run this guy through this fire, just trying to get as much extra damage on him as I can. Because I'm just not doing anything to him. A fun fact about the bosses that appear on these scrolls, they do just de-aggro if you run far enough away from them, from what I've seen. So I'm going to be employing that strategy here. I'm just going to... Okay, lightning strikes or phantom needles. I've invested a bit into crit, and I know if you invest a bit into crit, then lightning strikes will do some good damage. Yeah. 1400 damage on a lightning strike is a big deal. So now, oh, there's a hand. That'll be great if I can go do the bloodstained trail instead of... Gonna grab the lightning strike upgrade. I'm gonna grab the crit chance. I'm gonna grab... What is the base crit on lightning strike? Not very high. But I would like it to have some more area. But I would like to have more range. I said I'm going to do 2 and 2. So I'm going to do the 30% damage, then 15% area, then 30% damage. Or I could just take 30% damage now, then do the area later. I want the area, but right now I'm just struggling so hard with the idea of killing something that this has just got to be how it is. I need to get this wizard off my screen. You have to kill this elite twice. I'm gonna try to save that health potion first. No, I want the buff next to it. I think I just took a mistake. This is extra. I'm gonna take more regen. Ow. I'm taking a lot of damage here. But I'm just kind of hoping it pays off. Just gonna take a bunch of damage on my way to the north. I'm gonna try to kill this guy right next to me because I cannot circle kite right now. There we go, done. Gonna take the Phantom Needles. I feel like they'll do more, especially since I'm putting a little bit into crit. Gonna take the range. Anything to make this stupid sword slash just a little bit stronger. There we go. We're getting somewhere now, I think. There's more crit chance. I know that's really good with the needles and the lightning. I'm gonna just be ignoring a big bit of this XP as I fight my way to the Bloodstained Trail, which should be directly north of me. If I don't run into it, I'll go grab the hand and run south. But it should be right here. Somewhere. There's another boss. Gonna try to just... Got some spear dudes coming in. My move speed's finally like an adequate level. Dodging this stuff is... I'm dodging about as much as I'm regening, which is really all I need to be doing. I'm gonna try to kill some of these lizards as okay, here's the trail. I'm just gonna follow this as I run along. So there's the coverage I said I wanted. I wish this boss was a bit faster. All these ads are much faster than him. So I'm actually just having trouble hitting him as I'm running. This is a problem with melee that the Axeman just didn't seem to have, and neither did the Shield Maiden. And I don't understand why I just have this problem with the Swordsman. But it could be because the only times I've ever played the Swordsman is when I'm doing a fresh save. So that could be it. I think I'm following this trail backwards now, but it doesn't matter. As long as I follow it, it will lead me in the direction that I need to go. And I still have 15 minutes to get to the end, and I have really nothing left to accomplish besides grabbing the pickup. I have been really high focused on completing this run, so I haven't been babbling about anything. No, not on that one. I'm gonna take the attack speed. That applies to everything. Everything can use the attack speed. Just gonna run through this forest. Gonna keep running in circles. Okay. So, I need to pick a direction on this blood trail to follow, but I really need this elite to die first. I might die doing this, but it'll be worth it in the end. There we go. 20 base block strength, 20% attack speed. 30%. That I should have anyway, because you started that out. Okay, now where is this blood channel? There we go. We're just gonna follow this now. Take some more attack speed. I think the trail went down this way. There we go. I didn't lose it. I gotta go over there somehow. Looks like there's another breakaway right here. I can just squeeze through, take a small bit of damage. Yeah. And there is the first part of this. If I can reach it, through all of this more defensive stats. Gonna go do this. Oh no! These are the shrines you have to stand next to and kill stuff next to. Well, this is the end of me. Maybe, unless I can get something that'll help. I'm not convinced I'm gonna though. Level 30. Got some attack speed. Okay, so that's done, but I can't get it if I want to run. And I do want to run. So we're going to pivot. Just a little bit. Small pivot. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Game over. Okay, well, that was fun. We got a bunch of unlocks. So, for a burst run, I think we did pretty well. We also have the Ember Fields unlocked now. What do I need to get this video up by... attack range, area projectile size, and movement speed. Health capacity. Okay. Let me see. Since that run was so short, we are going to go with the archer onto the Ember Grounds. And we are just going to unlock the Wellkeeper.
Praise the gods! Another mortal soul! I beg of you, release me from this wretched cage. The key must be somewhere nearby.
Okay. So we're going to just very quickly get a few levels to get a few stats, and then I'm thinking just a quick 15-minute in and out. And then we'll do everything properly with starting gear. It really sucks that I lost the first run. Might not have done that if I would have tried a different strategy. But And when I say different strategy, I just am not going for the blood things. I lost all of my health on that first blood thing. Does this guy attack, or does he just float around? Because if he just floats around, I'm down. And grab some levels while I slowly whittle him down. You know, if you're gonna follow me, you can follow me down from there. Yeah. Well, we really not get the exterminator as well. I think that's just 3,000 kills on this level. There's our first one. This one's pretty silly. Don't think I'm particularly gonna bother with him. Just trying to get this key, get on with my life. Trying to just run everything into the fire. Okay, I'm starting to take damage here. That is not ideal. Okay, there's the key. Now I'm just going to loop back around to the key. Regeneration and health. Well, ironically, that's useless on the archer, more or less, I think. Not useless, but not the best. So now we're going to go back to the Well Keeper, unlock him, and he will unlock items for us. And then, starting tomorrow, we will return to form with full-length videos. I got my new setup tested, I got my new phone set up. I didn't get to babble about anything, but I don't think there's anything in particular right now I really want to babble about anyway. So that wasn't really a big deal. This one's probably gonna die. After I turn this in, I'm gonna try to get to 3,000 kills. Shouldn't take too long. And you're rescued.
You're back! Please, free me from this accursed place. Quick, the shadows are closing in.
There you go, friend. Okay. And I'm going to take the attack speed. There we go. I'm gonna just grab the regen. Trying to get to 3,000 kills before I die. I'm not convinced that it's gonna happen, but who knows? gonna take the movement speed. I'm really fast. But I am doing zero damage to this guy. Ow. Come on, you gotta let me kill the elite before I die. You can't do like this. I mean, you can. Can I take good health and regen? I suppose so. Alright, this is the end. Yeah, definitely the end. More force. Force is piercing. There's a scroll. Well, not that it matters. Okay, but that's fine. We got the Well Keeper. And what the Well Keeper does is...
You've earned my deepest gratitude. For the rescue, of course. And since we've made such a great team down there, I have a proposition for you.
The proposition?
This well has dried up a long time ago. Now it leads to the very halls you helped me escape. But if you ever happen to find the other end, you might want to drop a trinket into the bucket. Then I hoist it up and make it available to you up here. What do you say?
Fair enough. Now we can actually do attack speed gloves and base defense boots and actually start with some stuff. And then when we get items in the run, they'll probably be better. Excellent. Well, this video was kind of short and I gotta do my upgrade. Really want pickup range, but that's not happening. So we'll just do movement speed and defense. Well, it was short, but I think we got off to another great start. And if you guys don't care, drop a like, maybe a sub if you want to. Comment whatever you'd like me to talk about, a build you'd like to do, or just come hang out. And that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Swordsman on the first map again, but we'll be winning this time around. Or maybe we'll do the Archer on the first map. Mix it up, then do Swordsman on Burning Ground. Yeah, let's do that. And as always, have a lovely day. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.